Hey, what's going on, you guys? It's Toby's Talk Show. And yeah, I'm back. I told you I'm not going to stop making these Knicks videos until they break this winning streak, until they lose a game. And it's not the night, guys. Sorry, we are back to back uploads of the Knicks. And yeah, they just can't not lose. I don't know what's happening, man. As a Knicks fan, it feels so strange. It feels like I'm in like a different dimension for the past like 2 weeks, or it feels like I'm in a dream or something because you guys don't understand. Like my earliest memories of being a Knicks fan was like those mellow days. I'm 18, so 2011, 2010. That was I was 7, 8 at the time, and so I don't really know what winning feels like. And obviously it feels amazing. It's kind of like losing your virginity. You don't know what it feels like, but once you get that taste, it feels great. And yeah, I mean, I feel ecstatic. Everyone's talking about us, of course, because we are the hottest team in basketball still. 8 straight wins. It's just amazing. You see, like I was at the game. Like you guys, I told you I wasn't not gonna make a video if the Knicks won again. So came right home from the Knicks game. It's just great. It's 2,000 fans, but it feels and it sounds like so many more people are there. It's MSG. Like you're gonna get you know these diehard Knicks fans, and especially if we're winning like we are now, you are gonna, feel Knicks fans no matter what. Knicks fans are ecstatic. If you look online, these Knicks fans are having. I saw this live. I was not in any of them, but Knicks fans were doing mosh pits. They were, hitting like fences and chanting "Let's go Knicks." Julius Randle MVP. Like it's just insane. It's also good to see celebrities there again. Pete Davidson was there. Mike Woodson, our assistant coach who just signed with Indiana, was there tonight. Justin Tuck was there. Devontae Smith was there the other night. So yeah, it just feels like this New York basketball is back. New York. Obviously people. There are questions of is New York the number one basketball town? Is it the mecca, the basketball city? I mean, I'm not gonna argue because I don't know enough, but what I do know is that it's definitely up there. And it's just great to see the spirit, the Knicks spirit that the Knicks fans have always had, but haven't been able to express because we've been so bad for so long. It feels so good to be able to celebrate a Knicks team, and we're doing it right. We're rebuilding. It's through the draft with RJ and Quickly, and I guess Obi Toppin who contributes. It's through free agency with Julius Randle, Taj Gibson. Nice signings this past summer with Burks and Noel, and doing a nice, midseason trade for Derrick Rose, basically giving up only a second round pick in Dennis Smith, which is nothing compared to the value Derrick Rose has brung to the Knicks so far. And yeah, it's amazing to see. Talking about this game specifically, I know I just ranted about just the Knicks being so good, but I'm just in a great mood. Talking about this game specifically, if we're being honest, the Knicks probably wouldn't have won this game if Trae Young didn't go down at the end of the third. If you guys didn't know, Trae Young is hurt. I don't think they've announced anything yet. I think X-rays are clean, but they're doing an MRI, which is good news. And so I think he'll be okay for the playoffs at least. But yeah, pretty much through 3 quarters, it was close. But especially at the end of the third, the Hawks were kind of taking over, and that's where Trae Young got hurt and couldn't return to this game. In the 30 minutes he did play, he dropped 20 and 14 assists, and he was just really like he was taking over the game. Every possession offense, the Knicks just couldn't stop him. Whether that was him scoring, him finding a lob, him getting fouled. It's just people hate Trae Young because he draws fouls, and I'm not a fan of that part of Trae Young's game at all by any means. But watching the guy is amazing. And it was sad to see him go down in this game. Just really made an impact. John Collins was solid for them. Well, let me finish my game recap. So yeah, so the Hawks, you know, right after Trae Young got hurt, and I think everyone in the building, and I think all Knicks fans, and I think all Knicks players knew it. Once Trae Young went down, that team was not going to be nowhere near the same intensity and offensive firepower that they had in the first 3 quarters, and the Knicks just turned it on, man. Right from the fourth quarter, pretty much right from that moment, it's like a minute left when Trae Young got hurt. Right from that moment, the Knicks started to come back and quickly took the lead, probably halfway through the fourth. And they should have won it in the at the end of the fourth, but they led up an easy three to the Hawks. Bogdanovich nailed it. It went to overtime, and Yeah, I mean the Knicks just took over overtime right away. I think scored the first 10 points, and that was just too much for the Hawks to come back. I mean it ended at 10 as well. The final score was 137 to 127. And yeah, I mean the Knicks were up like 8 with a few minutes left. They kind of choked the lead a little bit, but it didn't matter. At the end of the day, they finished the game off with a and with a Treyless Hawks team. But there was also a lot of injuries for the Hawks. They were missing Cam Reddish, Hunter, Tony Snell, Chris Dunn. So yeah, they were missing a lot of key players. So they fought hard. But the Knicks are now the 4 seed in the East. They just overtook the Hawks. And it's just wild, man. Clint Capella, 25 and 22. He looked like Shaq out there. And Trae Young was setting him up beautifully. John Collins, like I said, 18, 7 for 11, good game. Trae Young was amazing, like I said, even though he didn't shoot the wrist, he really just took over this game. Bogdanovich, like I said, hit that clutch three at the end and finished with 20. And Lou Williams was solid. For the Knicks, Julius Randle, I mean, he is quickly putting himself in All NBA, you know, making an All NBA team. Um, it was kind of like it slowly started to come up like, oh, like, does he deserve it? But now, like, everyone's talking like, yes, this man pretty much deserves All NBA third team. Randall, 40, 11, 6, 11 for 21 from the field, 6 for 8 from 3, 13 for 14 from the line. Just incredible. RJ Barrett had another slow start, but turned it on. Um, Not the greatest shooting night, 6 for 18, 2 for 8, but he made a big, big impact in the second half. Bullock, 18, shot rate, 6 for 11. And D Rosen quickly off the bench, that dynamic backcourt just killed it quickly, 7 for 11, 4 for 6 from 3, and the dagger. And Derrick Rose with 20 points, 8 for 12 from the field. So yeah, guys, I'm going to stop rambling. I know I talked a lot. I'm just a happy Knicks fan right now. And I'll let you guys enjoy the rest of your night. Yeah, the Knicks, man, the hottest team in basketball. Who would have thought, especially this year? Wow. All right, guys. See you in the next one. Bye.